Hello there guys, in this video I'll be talking about my most favourite Doctor Who moments, and you can always do a video response, talk about your favourite Doctor Who moments, and so let's do that today on the DVD reviews. Welcome back guys. So first up we're going to talk about the Doctor Who movie and my favourite part in this film. It happens to be when Sylvester McCoy, the 7th Doctor, regenerates into Paul McGann's 8th Doctor. You know, it's not as good as the effect nowadays in the brand new show, but it just, you know, the 7th Doctor dies. And so it's just after that he died, he comes back to life and starts to regenerate into the Paul McGann character. But I thought that scene in this film was absolutely fantastic. There are other memorable moments in this, you know, with the Master and all that. But my most favourite part is in this movie when Sylvester McCoy becomes Paul McGann. So let's go on to the Doctor Who complete first series. But with starring Christopher Eccleston and Billie Piper. Now, in this one, I'd have to say two most favourite moments in this, because in the very first episode, the moments where the Doctor meets Rose Tyler for the very first time, and you know, in the basement of that shop in the basement of the shop, and he just says "run." Takes hold of her hand. It just says "run," and also in the very last episode of the series, the 13th episode, where Christopher Eccleston's 9th Doctor gives this speech to Rose, you know, as he's about to regenerate and change into David Tennant's Doctor, and you know, that is just so memorable, and that is my most favourite scene ever in the past of Doctor Who. So you know, I even love the effect, the regeneration, yeah. But the oh yeah, and also the Slitheen effect, where the zip on the forehead opens and the glow, and he starts to take off the skin suits and stuff. So the Slitheen, the regeneration performance of Christopher Eccleston before he changes into David Tennant, and how Rose meets the Doctor in the shop's basement in the very first episode, entitled Rose. So now let's go on to series 2. Now this one, you've got the Christmas Invasion, the very first episode, which is the events of what happened after the regeneration from the 9th Doctor to the 10th Doctor. You know, the aftermath of the regeneration, how the Doctor is quite ill, and you know, and the fumes from the cup of tea nearly at the end of the episode brings the Doctor back to full health again. That is one of my most favourite moments in the very first episode, which is the Christmas Invasion. And also it's a very good speech at the end when Rose you know, departs from the show, and you know, on the beach on Bad Wolf Bay, I think that's what it was called anyway. But yeah, you know, Rose's departure in this, you know, and Doctor sings farewells and stuff. Fantastic moments, and I loved that ever so much. So that's my favourite moments of oh yeah, and the battle scenes with the Cybermen and the Daleks in that same two-part story at the end. So yeah, that's my most favourite parts of Series 2. Next we have Series 3. And two favourite moments in this series as well. Actually 3, if I stand corrected. Yeah, I think it's about 3. I also like about this show. I like Captain Jack Harkness's entrance back into Doctor Who, because it's linked. It's also linked to like the end of Series 1 of Torchwood, because he is the TARDIS in the end of Torchwood Series 1. And then it continues onwards in this in this one where he runs up towards the TARDIS and he grabs onto it and jumps onto it, and so yeah, he's back in Doctor Who. And also the bit where the Master gets his memory back and he regenerates into the John Sim version of the Master. Very good. And also I like the bit where the Master uses his laser screwdriver to make the Doctor old, and the prosthetics to make him look old and all that was just fantastic. So those are my 3 favourite moments of Doctor Who Series 3. And now on to Series 4. Two moments I think in this one. Obviously Billie Piper's comeback as Rose Tyler. Absolutely fantastic moment. And also when the Doctor and Rose reunites, and when they run to each other, and then suddenly there's a Dalek there that shoots the Doctor down and he has to regenerate, but thankfully he uses his spare hand that he has in the jar that Captain Jack has, that prevents him from changing his body, just heals himself. So that means that he's kind of uses the regeneration power to just heal himself, but he doesn't have to change. And that is just, that is fantastic. And that, when I saw the first part, when that was all happening, we was thinking like, no, what's going on here? He's not supposed to be changing yet, And when the second part came on, when it was on telly, it was all revealed that he wasn't going to be changing, and it was just the regeneration energy healing himself. Yeah, so I think that's my most favourite parts of Series 2. Rose's, come back to the show, and the forced regeneration at the end of Series 4. Fantastic stuff. So now it's on to the David Tennant specials. Okay. Now this is the complete specials. Can't remember what year it was, but here's the one. The last few specials went with David Tennant's 10th Doctor. Now, don't get me wrong. What are the episodes called? I can't remember what they're called now. It's the Next Doctor. It's The Waters of Mars and The End of Time. No, not The End of Time. It's So, but I had to just check the title of the last two-part story. It was called The End of Time. The performances in that, great acting, and my favourite, not so favourite parts. My favourite part is coming to the end of the two-parter story, where the Doctor goes back to see all his old companions. Like he goes back to see Captain Jack, Mickey Smith and Martha Jones and Sarah Jane Smith. He just goes back to say goodbye to all his past companions before the sad farewell, before he regenerates into the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith. So, mixed feelings, sad feelings there, because David was a great Doctor and he was about to change, but great in the way that he just goes back and visits his old companions. So I just think that's just a fantastic way to end of a Doctor story. So what's my kind of sort of like not so favourite part of the complete specials of Doctor Who. So now I think we'll go on to Series 5. Okay, then Series 5, starring Matt Smith, obviously, as the brand new Doctor. My favourite 2 parts, I think, in this episode would have to be, or 2 episodes, yeah, is the very first one, the aftermath of regeneration, where, you know, the TARDIS crashes and stuff like that, and you know, the Doctor just like figures out of you know, the new way his body is now, and the new how things are for him now after the regeneration. And also I like the bits in the vampire moments in Vampires of Venice. Yeah, the Vampires of Venice, which was really cool. So yeah, fantastic stuff. So on to Series 6, which is the last set. Not many favourite parts in this one, I'm afraid to say, but you know, the Christmas Carol, where there's like Catherine Jenkins's character that's like frozen, and the Doctor and I forget the other character's name, keeps coming back to, you know, spend Christmas with her character. You know, and when the Doctor you know, gets shot by the impossible astronaut on the first episode of the series. You know, after the Christmas special, which is the impossible astronaut, and it shoots the Doctor, and he's about to regenerate, but you know, he doesn't regenerate because of it was all happening so quickly, so he ends up dying. But then later on in the episode, they meet up with you know, Amy Pond and with a song, and Rory Williams meet up with an earlier version of the Doctor, like a younger version. So I think that's all really cool moments of this. And also when Closing Time, I think that's the name of the episode, where James Corden's character comes back as well. So yeah. So you know, there's many more different moments I could talk about, you know, on what I like of Doctor Who. You can always ask me, you know, more things in the comment section in this video, and I can answer them down there for you. But you know, my absolute favourite moments are already what I've just said. As I say, there's many more that I can think of that I can say, but you know, I'll answer that in the comments if you ask me what other things I like about it. But yeah, this is my most favourite moments of Doctor Who, and it'd be really cool to see some video responses, you know, speaking about your favourite moments. It could be from the past show. You know, I haven't got any past series in my collection apart from the Doctor Who movie, because I'm not a fan of the old series. I'm only a fan of the brand new show and the Doctor Who movie with Paul McGann, but anything before that I'm not all that interested in. But please do a video response explaining your favourite moments of past Doctor Who's or the brand new show. So yeah, I'd like to see your video responses if you know, if you want to do some. But with this little video, this is it. Please expect in the next few days, or maybe even later today, my review of the Blade trilogy. That's Blade, Blade 2 and Blade Trinity. So all to look forward to, and also a review of the vampire movie Let Me In, and some other movies to review as well. So see you all again soon. Goodbye and take care.